Welcome to lesson 4.3, miniature golf and billiards. So in this lesson, we're actually going to look at some of the geometric concepts and angle relationships that we can find in mini golf games and in billiards games or different types of pool. So when a ball is thrown or rolled without friction or spin against a wall, so we're taking out all the real-world accounts of friction and spin and wind and all the other types of resistance, and we're just looking at this in a perfect scenario. So if a ball is rolled or thrown without friction or spin against a wall, bounces off the wall and travels along a ray that is the reflection image of the path the ball would have taken without the wall. And that's the main concept we're going to look at today, that path is the reflection image path. The angles that are marked in this image, I and R, are special angles, and they always have equal measure. And the way that we know this is the angle of incidence, so the angle in which the ball strikes the wall right here, here's our wall, so the angle here, incidence, will equal this angle of reflection. So the angle of incidence always equals the angle of reflection. And that is why it would be the reflection image, because angle measure is preserved. Now, it's that same concept in both mini golf and billiards. If you're going to use a wall to get a bounce, this concept can be applied using our geometric constructions. So let's look at some example here. In mini golf, at the right's a diagram of a mini golf hole seen from above. Golf ball at G, hole is H. So golf ball starting here, hole here. Segments represent the wooden boards. So the segments here are all wooden boards along with this piece. There is an obstructing board perpendicular to wall AF. That's this one right here. In this situation, a good strategy is to bounce the ball off a board. To find where to aim the ball, start with the hole and work backward. So this process is what I'll walk you through in the other video. But if we want to hit this golf ball into hole H, we go backward. We first take hole H and reflect it over the wall we're bouncing off of. So hole H would be reflected over segment AB to give us this target point of H prime. Then we would aim the ball at H prime here, and where it deflects off or bounces off of AB, it would be point P or whatever we label it, and that angle that it bounces off of would equal the angle that it hits the wall at, so angle incidence equals reflection, and it would send that golf ball right to the hole. So by aiming at the reflection point, we guarantee the angle of incidence equals reflection, and without any friction or spin, that would be a guaranteed hole in one. This is a similar concept in billiards or pool. At the right is a diagram of a billiards table showing where to aim when two or more bounces are needed. Billiards is a game played on a rectangular table with rubber cushions or leather cushions on the sides, and in this case it says no holes, but you have your pockets. In one version of the game, the goal is to hit the cue ball so that it bounces off at 3 cushions and then hits another ball. That's one version that we can play of billiards. So slightly different than standard pool in that case. In the diagram, we only show the cue ball C and one ball B, as well as the walls W, X, Y, and Z. Suppose you want to shoot the cue ball off of X, then Y, then Z, and finally hit the other ball. To set up the shot, you need to consider the walls in reverse order. So first, we would reflect B, our target, over that last wall we'd be bouncing off of, which is Z. Then we would take that image, B prime, and reflect it over the second to last wall, which is Y. And then we would take that B double prime and reflect it over the first wall that we'd be bouncing off of, which is X. So that would give us B triple prime. So then our order to connect these would be you would take C, aim it at B triple prime, where it hits the wall, it would bounce. And that from that point, you would aim it at B double prime, where it hits wall Y, it would take a bounce. And from that point, you would aim it at B prime. For drawing in your segment, it would hit that wall and then bounce back to hit ball B. So I'm going to make a video to walk you through this example and this example here step by step. So in example 1, it says refer to the mini golf hole at the right, which is way down here. Is there a direct path from golf ball G to hole H? How do you know? So G to hole H. Actually, I lied. That image didn't produce. So refer to the mini golf hole at the right. We're going to go all the way back up and look at this one. So is there a direct path from G to hole H? Is there a straight line we could draw just to hit one into the other without an obstacle? No, there isn't a direct path. A line from G to H would intersect a wall. Then they want us to draw the path from G to H and draw the path from G to the hole with a bounce off of wall B. So I'm going to show you how to do this bouncing off of walls A and B. So I'll walk you through one of these. Same thing with example 2. Example 2, these steps here, walking you through what they want you to draw. What I'll do is in my other video, I'll go through these steps showing you how to create this image. So in the next video, you'll see one example of the mini golf and one example of the pool shots. Then the third page here are just some extras that we could try based on these images. Now, what I ended up doing with these is, and I've forgotten until now, this is where I actually put the 3 drawings step by step for example 1. So these 3 right here, A, B, and C, are example 1. So part A, trying to find a direct path from G to H, not possible. Part B, hitting ball G off of A to go to H. And then part C, hitting ball G off of B to go to H. So these 3, A, B, and C, are the 3 example ones, A, B, and C, that I'll take you through step by step. Then example 2, A, B, and C, are the 3 that create this image here. So again, I'll walk you through A down here, B down here, and then C being the final image here on how to do those pieces. So the main idea are going to be these constructions and working them in reverse. For your notes, what you want to keep track of is, like it says here, how you would work it in reverse direction with the walls you're reflecting over. Same thing here, how you reflect the hole, not the ball that you're hitting. So take some time, watch the other videos to see how to do these drawings.